Welcome to Rob Talks. I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a very happy holiday season, and I thank you for all your support this past year. Here's the translation from the Mayan calendar for December 25th, 2025. Now let's explore what all three Mayan calendars have to say. First up is the long count calendar, which is being represented by 13 Baktun, 0 Katun, 13 Tun, 0 Winal, and the Tzolk'in. This long count position confirms that the major transition into the new Tun and Winal is now being integrated. The shift has occurred 6 days ago, now comes embodiment. The Tzolk'in is about balance, flow, harmony, and energetic alignment. You are learning how to live inside a new frequency. Rather than dramatic change, today emphasizes balance and rhythm. The universe asks you to steady yourself, breathe into this new phase, and allow your nervous system, emotions, and habits to catch up with the spiritual shift already underway. You're being asked to simplify your day. Harmony comes from less, not more. This is also a time to restore balance between effort and rest, and to notice where life feels smoother now than before. Just trust that equilibrium is forming naturally. Before I move on to the Tzolk'in calendar, I'm also translating the entire Tzolk'in 13-day cycle in its own video. If you're interested, I'll link it at the end of this one. A couple of days ago we began a new Tzolk'in cycle, and the date is 3 Ben. Ben is represented by the reed. It's about moral strength, uprightness, leadership through example, and sacred responsibility. The number 3 is about movement, activation, and the expression of intentions. Together 3 Ben activates aligned leadership. This is not about authority over others, it is about standing cleanly in your truth and allowing your presence to guide. The reed stands hollow so spirit may pass through, reminding you that true strength comes from humility and integrity. This is a day to act on what you believe, even in small ways. You're being asked to speak honestly but gently, and to align your actions with your values. This is also a good time to set a boundary that supports self-respect, and to take a small leadership role through example. Now, let's see what the Haab calendar has to say. Today's date is 1 Sotz. My apologies, I didn't mention yesterday that Sotz is represented by the bat. It's the guardian of thresholds, inner sight, and navigating the unseen. Day 1 is about the first movement, gentle initiation, and early adjustment. Together, 1 Sotz begins a new Haab month focused on inner navigation. This is not a time for loud action, it's a time for sensing, listening, and orienting yourself in the dark before flight. You may feel called inward, drawn to subtle cues, or guided by intuition rather than logic. You're being asked to pay attention to instincts and gut feelings, and to move slowly into new environments or commitments. This is a time to trust what you sense, even if you can't explain it yet. Also, allow yourself to adjust to new surroundings. Now let's look at what the collective message is from all three calendars. Here's the meaning of each calendar summed up. The long count reflects balance returning after a major evolutionary shift. The Tzolk'in speaks to integrity-led actions activating stability, and the Haab calendar advises to navigate quietly and letting your intuition lead the way. Together, these calendars describe a day of steady embodiment, where spiritual authority becomes calm, grounded, and instinctively guided. As we are all learning how to stand inside a new energetic era, there is a collective recalibration underway, moving from intensity into poise. Leadership rooted in integrity, and not force, is emerging. This is a time when quiet strength now carries more influence than noise. This is a day when you don't need to rush and you don't need to prove anything. Your presence already holds weight. You're being invited to stand tall, move gently, and trust your inner compass. This new cycle doesn't ask for effort, rather it asks for alignment. Here is an affirmation reflecting today's calendars, but please first remember to give us a thumbs up and to subscribe to help us grow. Thank you. Now here's the affirmation. I stand in integrity and move with quiet confidence. I trust my inner guidance and allow balance to unfold. Thank you all for your support.